Emily Mentalk is the co-founder and head of content and creative for Real+True, in addition to serving as Associate Director of Communications and Strategy for the Archdiocese of Detroit. It's so great to have you with us. Thank you so much for being right here in the living room with us in a virtual sort of way.
Thank you so much for having me, Bishop and Monet.
Of course. Good to have you.
Congratulations to you and the entire Real+True team on your recent one-year anniversary. So how are you celebrating?
Yes, so it was wonderful just as a team. We're spread out all over the world, literally, because the project is in 4 languages. So we have a truly global team, and so we weren't able to gather for an in-person party or celebration, but we sort of virtually gathered to look back on the impact of the year, sharing different comments we've received from people over the past year about how the project has impacted them. And then really the best way to celebrate is that week of our one-year anniversary. One of my co-founders and I were actually in Rome presenting about the project at the 3rd International Congress on Catechesis. So that was truly just the best way to celebrate, to be there with catechists from all over the world sharing about this free resource that they can use and hopefully help them get people excited about the Catechism and the way it teaches our faith in their ministries back home.
When you were in Rome, did you get a good meal at all?
Several. I don't know if there's a bad meal in Rome that I found yet.
I don't think there is.
That's great. And Emily, as I was looking at your website, the introduction video to Real+True, you were all talking about how you look at the thick book of the Catechism and you get intimidated, or most people are like, where do I even begin? And thank God for what you all are doing in your videos and the videos that we've shown here on Catholic TV. Can you tell us a little bit more about the mission of Real+True?
Yes, definitely. So we started Real+True with a mission to unlock the beauty and truth of the Catechism of the Catholic Church for the next generation all over the world, and help these men and women discover its pulsating heart, Jesus. So people do get intimidated by the book, I think, maybe just generationally, or because for me, my experience is that I encountered the Catechism by studying it as a textbook in high school or preparing for my sacraments. But we believe that the Catechism is not a textbook or a collection of ideas or a set of rules. It's really the faithful echo of a God who wishes to reveal himself to us and desires us to respond. So this positive faith, which is contained in a book, of course, really is something bigger than just the text that it is. And we want people to encounter our depositive faith in a way that maybe they haven't before. So we're bringing the Catechism to life for the next generation by creating beautiful, captivating, relevant video content and social media content in 4 languages, and it's free and accessible to people all over the world.
What a great project. I'm curious about the name. Last week we shared the segment on names, and today we're going to look at the connection segment on names. So can you tell us what the story is behind the name Real+True?
Yes, so Real+True is a reference to the real and true God. So in Jesus, God is real, right? He's someone, not something. He's a person who knows us and understands us. And he walked this earth and showed us how to live and love, but he's also truth, and his light guides our path. Like the Catechism actually talks about catechesis as lighting our path that leads us to then know Jesus more. So that's where the inspiration for the name came from.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Thank you.
And Emily, tell us what it was like to present this exciting effort at the Vatican.
Oh my goodness, it was such an incredible experience. So we were also in Rome earlier this year in January, and we met with Archbishop Fisichella, who is the head of the now dicastery for evangelization for the Roman Curia for the whole world. And he was actually a person who helped put the catechism that we have now together when it was published 30 years ago. So we were able to present our project to him, and that led to him inviting us to present at the International Congress. So that was just amazing. I think my favorite part was we shared a little video during the presentation, and because the project's in 4 languages, English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese, there's these catechists from all over the world, and we were, throughout most of the Congress, listening to the translation of whatever was being presented in our own language. But there was this moment where everybody heard, or many people heard their language mentioned, even though we were presenting in English. So to see them sort of engage even more at that moment, and then to hear that it was a free resource that they could use in all these different countries around the world, and just to see how all these catechists were so passionate about innovative and evangelizing catechesis in their work. It was truly an amazing opportunity to be able to present about our project and meet the people who will hopefully and potentially be able to use it the most effectively.
Wonderful.
I can't believe the Catechism was published 30 years ago. It seems like about
Yes.
5 years ago, but whatever. I guess I'm just getting old. Hey, Real and True is a project of our Sunday Visitor under the patronage of the Holy See. How can people learn more and support this great mission, Emily?
Yes, so you can go to our website, RealTrue.org. You can also find us on every social media platform at Real+True. And the project is free because it is a project of our Sunday Visitor, but it was very important to us that it be a gift to the church, that it's not a curriculum that you purchase, but something that anyone can encounter and use. But if you are passionate about this mission and want to help us expand to more languages or reach more people around the world, you can also support the mission at realtrue.org/support.
RealTrue.org. Emily, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations and best wishes on this very important project for the church.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks,
God
Emily.
bless.